How's it going?
Good, come on in.
All right.
Let's show you guys our little house.
Awesome.
So, this is our kitchen. This is where the magic happens. You know, when we first started our journey, or our mission, this is where we cooked everything. Altogether, our house is roughly 500 square feet. And I think we've done a pretty good job at using our space wisely. So everything hangs up because we don't have any drawers or cabinets. And then we just kind of, you know, did what we could with what we have. We cool primarily with the split unit. That thing is super awesome. We got the spray foam insulation that helps a lot. So that's also heater. So we have electric heat, we have gas heat, and now we have a wood stove too. We are taking out the center wall in here and building a full-size bedroom for us because having to climb up in that little hole is getting harder and harder all the time. So the bathroom's not finished yet, but here's the bathroom. Normally we have our composting toilet in here, but it's outside being cleaned right now. And our bathtub is an old cattle trough that is recessed in the floor. Here's our back door. And then if you turn this way, this goes into our laundry room, and we added this on last year. We have a video of this on our channel from about a year ago, I think. So our washer and dryer were in the bathroom, and we decided we needed more room, so we used the sawmill and we added this. And it has been a lifesaver because all the kids' clothes go in this dresser, and then all of our clothes go over here in this little section, and we just have to live minimally because we have minimal space, but we're totally okay doing that. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Howdy, y'all.
Hope everybody's having a good day today. We've been staying busy around here, huh, Wiley?
Yeah, pretty much.
What you been working on?
Mowing the guy down the road. He's got like 20 acres that needed to be mowed again. I've been down there mowing it, and I still have a lot more to do. Spent most of the day yesterday mowing, and I think I got most of the mowing done. I still have a little bit more to do, and then I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to do too. So
yeah, and he's been down at Greg's helping Greg with his shop.
Yep.
That got broke into. If you missed that video, go check that out. I'm working with Wiley. I've just been trying to hold the house down and declutter because things pile up faster than you realize. And so I've been trying to work on tackling that mountain of laundry that's been staring me in the face. And just kind of trying to declutter and stuff. So also, I've also been stressing a lot about our place in Oklahoma. Because it's 3.5 hours away. And it's not like we can just like go check on it. It's not like we can just go, hey, let's just go clean that place up or go work on it for the day or whatever. You know, my biggest fear is that people are going to find out that it's empty, and then some crackhead's going to come in and steal all the wiring or the air conditioner or the bust out the windows, or you guys know how vandals can be, especially after what just happened to Greg. I'm really afraid that someone's just going to go in there and tear it up even more than it already is. And I really, really, really don't want to see that. So we are, I will be making some phone calls today to try to figure out if we can find out a fair market value for it, because we are going to be selling it. We have had a buyer, well, we thought we had a buyer lined out. We haven't heard from them in a while. I don't know if you want to touch base with them before we put it on the market.
I mean, I figure if they was very interested in it, they'd be getting a hold of us. So no.
Okay.
And letting us know what's going on. So
yeah. So we had our son move out a few months ago so that they could get ready to buy it and move in. And we haven't even heard from them. So.
And I even told them, hey guys, if y'all, you know, our son's out, I would feel more comfortable if you guys just went ahead and moved into the property if you're going to buy it. You know, if you're going to buy it, just move into the property and take care of it and make sure nothing happens, you know, until you get your, you know, everything settled where you can buy it.
Yeah.
And I still haven't heard anything. So
nah, we don't want to do that. So we're going to find fair market value. I'm going to call some realtors today, try to get an idea for that. So we'll be putting out another video. But I wanted to give you guys first hand pick at it because I know that it was our old homestead. It has just a lot of the pros right off the top of our head. If you're interested, it's
got one of the best wells in the state of Oklahoma. It is like, you will absolutely love the well, I promise.
Crystal clear, awesome, no aftertaste. Never, ever, ever run out of water. No
filters, no nothing. Just straight out of the ground, and it is 100% clean, nice drinking water. I mean,
doesn't
awesome.
have color, doesn't have aftertaste.
And there was times in the wintertime that, what was it, 21, 20, I don't even remember what year it was. We had really extremely, like 20 below zero temperatures. So, because of the animals, we had to leave the water running 24/7 for like a week.
Never ran out of water.
Never any issue. Never any issue.
It's just under 7 acres. It's like 6.83 or something like that acres. It is about 5 or 6 minutes from Tecumseh. It is about 15 minutes from Shawnee, about 35 minutes to Oklahoma City. 12 miles south of I-40, so good interstate access if you need to travel somewhere. It's about half a mile away from a state highway, so it's not, I mean, it is off of a dirt road, but it's not like you have to drive days on a dirt road. It has a 12 by 40 shed to house on it that's already plumbed, has electrical. Interior is unfinished. The flooring does need to be replaced. Our renters really tore it up. We added on the bathroom and laundry room. It's got a 16 by 30 three-sided shop, so the front side of the shop is open. Could be used as a carport or whatever. It has a 10 by 10 well house on it with shelving in it for storage.
It also has a insulated 40-foot shipping container, so it was a reefer unit as a shipping container. And that may or may not go. We'll have to, I know, you know, whoever buys it would have to give us, you know, like 30 days after closing to get things out of there because that is an expense that we can't afford ahead of time, but we could get it done after closing. You know what I mean? So,
if we could even work it out to where there is a 8 by 16 greenhouse that could stay or go.
Right.
There are mature fruiting fruit trees.
Yep.
That are producing at
multiple
this point.
Peach trees.
Apple trees, pear trees.
What is the one? Is that a nectarine? What was that one?
It was a peach. We thought it was nectarine, but it was fuzzy.
It's
peach. And they are excellent.
They are very, very
excellent.
Good. Yes.
It's got 2 ponds. We could take or leave our rabbit hutch that's there. That's got what, 8 bays for rabbits, or 10. I don't remember how many.
6 or 8. I can't remember. It's
not
it was
10.
Like
8. So it's got some animal infrastructure. The garden is somewhat established. I'm sure that it's very overgrown and needs some work now, but it's got flowers that I've invested in and planted everywhere.
I mean, it's been 3 years since we've lived there, so there's a lot of this stuff that's going to need, you know, it's going to take some work to get it back up to shape.
One of the biggest cons is that when we moved here, we rented it to somebody that we knew. And not only did they not pay rent, but they took everything we had of value, stole it, sold it, I don't know. Either way, it's not there anymore. And they used our trailers to haul it off, and they left a lot of garbage. So Depending on negotiation process, if you wanted to buy it as is, we could cut you a good deal. If you wanted us to clean it up first, then we can negotiate that too. But it is 3.5 hours away, so it would be a big deal for us to go clean up all the garbage and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bad.
It's bad.
It's not something I'm proud of, but it's something that has been weighing on me a lot lately, and we've got enough weighing on us. I don't want to continue to be thinking about that property every day. Is somebody breaking in? Is somebody squatting? Is somebody stealing the stuff out of it? Is somebody making it worse than it already is? I don't know. So there's a lot of pros to it. There's a few cons, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons. Somebody could go in and clean it up, have a really nice established homestead with you can't touch a 12 by 40 shed these days, especially with spray foam insulation and electric and water and gas and everything. I mean, you can't touch one for very cheap.
Now, the one other drawback to the property is there's no septic tank.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever we was there, we was using a Nature's Head composting toilet.
Yep.
And so it never needed a septic. So that isn't one other kind of drawback to that. But
yeah. But you've already got established electric, fiber optic internet,
right?
Air conditioning, heating. You would need a propane tank.
And it has like that's like a $2,500 fireplace. Oh
yeah, it's got a wood stove.
It's got a wood stove that's a very, very expensive, very, not nice wood stove.
It will burn you out of there.
Yeah.
You will stay warm.
I mean, of course, if y'all don't want it, we could probably use it down here. So,
yeah. So I just thought that we don't have a dollar price yet. But if you are interested in an established homestead, a messy homestead, with an awesome well, an unfinished tiny home on it already, all the things that you would need, like especially, it takes a while to get fruit trees to start fruiting, and it's already past that point. If you're interested in something like that, holler at us. Our email address is ourmountainhome316@gmail.com. Please don't reach out if you just are curious. We don't have a lot of time to reply to emails, right. So only if you're serious about wanting to buy it. We are willing to negotiate. We haven't come up with a price yet. I want to get some comps and figure out fair market value for it.
We do have a fair idea, but we want to make sure before we start naming numbers.
I don't want to gouge anybody, and I also don't want to lose money on it. So I'm not trying to ask for astronomical prices, but I do want it to be fair market value so that you get a good deal, we get a good deal, everybody walks away happy, and that's the big deal. So I don't exactly know how this will work, but if you're interested, holler at us, send us an email.
Right.
Lots of pros, a couple cons. Some of the neighbors are super cool. It's close to town, but it's outside of town far enough that you don't have to have permits and stuff. Like you can pretty much do what you want.
Yep.
It's close to 2 separate school districts. One of them is Bethel Acres School District, which is one of the more desirable ones.
It is literally within probably 300 feet of being in the Bethel School District.
Oklahoma, if you homeschool, Oklahoma is the best state in the country for homeschooling.
Absolutely, yes.
It is the only state in the whole country where it is a constitutional right written into the state constitution that it is a right to homeschool. So you don't have to worry about all of the, if you're coming from a state where there's strict homeschooling laws, you don't have to worry about that in Oklahoma. There is school choice, so if you didn't want your kids to go to Tecumseh school, they could go to Bethel. You're actually closer to Bethel schools than you are to Tecumseh schools. Yep. But there's a school bus that runs. There is a fee of $120 a year to help with road maintenance because it's on a private dirt road. So everybody pays a little bit to help with gravel, filling in potholes, repairing the road, keeping the road passable. Yeah, if you have more questions about it, let us know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a couple videos out today, work on decluttering some more. I think I might go plant some collards because I've got collard seeds, and August is when you should plant them if you want a fall harvest. Wiley's got to go to our friend Greg's house and help him with some stuff because his shop got broke into, so Wiley's got to go replace a lock while we wait on a new door to come in. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like this video is really short.
I've got to go do that, and I got to meet him at the hardware store in Waldron and get some stuff there. I got to help him fix a couple of toilets that leak in his house. And yeah, anyway.
Yeah, okay. Well, you go do that. I'm going to stay here and hold down the fort. And
unless you're going to drive a tractor, you ain't going nowhere.
I'm stuck. Hey, I got an e-bike. Anybody want to buy an e-bike?
Yeah. We've got an e-bike that's maybe been road bike once. I mean,
it's probably got
to make the video.
I don't even think it has 10 miles on it. If you wanted to buy an e-bike,
yeah.
It's purple. Yeah. So I'll even sell you the helmet that goes with it. Yeah. I guess that's all we got for today. I'm gonna go get busy doing stuff. I've got a list longer than, I mean, I feel like it's like Santa's naughty and nice list. That's what I feel like my to-do list looks like. But it's all little stuff. And yeah, I need to call realtors, get an idea of fair market value. I've never dealt with realtors before, so we'll see. And go from there. And if anybody's interested, please reach out. Our email address in the description, ourmountainhome316@gmail.com. And we'll answer whatever questions you have, and maybe you can find your perfect little slice of heaven, and we can get out from under it.
Yeah.
Because property taxes are going to be due at the beginning of the year, and I'd rather not have to pay them for a property that I'm not using. So, property taxes aren't super high.
No, what are they, like close to $500?
Yeah, about $500. Yeah. Well, that's what they were last year. They were $400 and something last year. So I don't imagine they're too much more than that. I don't know. But yeah, the $120 fee will come up, you know, around the beginning of the year, and the taxes will come up a bit about the beginning of the year. I don't want to worry about it being vandalized. I don't want to worry about paying the taxes and all of that. So I'm trying to eliminate the things I worry about. Anyway, so yeah. Wiley, I hope you have a good day today.
Yeah.
I hope all of you guys have a good day today. I hope I have a good day today. Hopefully Lily and Hunter get along better today than they did yesterday. Anyway, I love you guys. I don't know what else you got to say, Wiley.
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay. All right, well, we love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Please, if you missed our last videos, go check those out. We'd appreciate it. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. What do you say, Wiley?
As always, work hard, stay humble, and love God.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.